Oil prices just hit $100 a barrel. Countries are scrambling. But China? China's been preparing for this moment for decades. While the West panics at the pump, Beijing is sitting pretty with its massive electric vehicle fleet and renewable energy grid. Today on China Tech Insider, why China's trillion-dollar clean energy bet is paying off right now, plus the surprising Chinese battery technology that just landed in a Chevrolet, and why Volvo just killed its most affordable EV in America. Let's get into it. While Iran's oil crisis sends gas prices soaring past $100 a barrel, China has something other countries don't, a shield. Chinese demand for refined oil, gasoline, and diesel actually fell last year, making it the second straight annual decline. Experts now say China's oil consumption has peaked. The country spent decades and hundreds of billions of dollars investing in electric vehicles and renewable energy. Now that long-term strategy is paying off. As Oxford Institute's Michael Maidan put it, China has a buffer that other countries simply don't have. Japan and South Korea are scrambling with 4-day work weeks and university closures to conserve energy. China? Business as usual. Over half of new cars sold in China are now electric or hybrid. And that electricity comes from domestic solar, wind, hydro, and nuclear. Energy independence through clean tech isn't just environmental policy anymore. It's national security. General Motors just did something interesting with the new Chevy Bolt. Every other GM electric vehicle uses their modular Ultium battery system. Same cells, same modules, whether it's an affordable Equinox or a massive Hummer. But not the Bolt. The Bolt gets GM's first lithium iron phosphate battery, and it comes straight from a Chinese supplier. Why does this matter? Because it charges faster than every other GM EV. The Bolt goes from 10 to 80% in just 26 minutes. Compare that to the Chevy Equinox, which takes a painful 40 minutes for the same charge. The secret is voltage. Chinese battery makers optimized this LFP pack specifically for the Bolt, giving it a nominal voltage closer to 400 volts. That means higher charging power without the complexity of GM's modular approach. Chinese battery technology isn't just cheaper. It's becoming better suited for specific applications. Volvo just confirmed the EX30 is dead in America. The most affordable electric Volvo will be pulled from the US market after the 2026 model year. All current orders will be filled, but production for America ends this summer. Volvo cited shifting market conditions and financial factors. Translation: the EX30 is built in China, and American tariffs make it unprofitable. The irony is painful. The EX30 was one of the most compelling affordable EVs on the market. Good range, nice interior, competitive price. But being made in China in today's political climate? That's a death sentence for the American market. The EX30 will continue selling in Canada, Mexico, and globally. Just not in the US. Meanwhile, Volvo says the larger EX60 and EX90, which aren't made in China, will continue in America. Geography is destiny in the EV wars. The Iran conflict is doing what government incentives couldn't, making Americans actually search for EVs. Edmunds reports that searches for electric and hybrid vehicles jumped from 20.7% to 22.4% of all car research in just 1 week. Most of that increase came from pure EV searches. This tracks with what happened during Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Back then, EV interest spiked from 17.5% to over 25% as gas prices surged. And sales followed. The problem today? There are fewer affordable EV options than there should be. The cheap Nissan Leaf is on hold. The Kia EV3 and EV4 are delayed. The Chevy Bolt's time is limited. If automakers hadn't pivoted away from affordable EVs, this would be their moment. Instead, consumers who want to escape gas prices have fewer choices than ever. China, meanwhile, has dozens of affordable EV options under $30,000. A wave of used EVs is about to hit the market, and it could transform electric car affordability. According to industry experts, over 1.1 million electric vehicles will come off lease over the next 3 years. And these aren't ancient compliance cars with terrible range. These are 2023 models with solid technology. Jimmy Douglas from Plug, a national EV auction platform, says demand is already ripping. His company has been growing fast, with only a brief lull after federal tax credits expired. The math has changed for used EVs. When these cars were leased in 2023, residual values were set with different expectations. Now that EV prices have fallen, leaseholders will return their cars instead of buying them out. More supply, steady demand, falling prices. The used EV market is about to get very interesting for budget-conscious buyers. BMW's new 9/3 is so popular that their Hungarian factory is already running double shifts just months after launch. A third of all new BMW EVs ordered in Europe is in 9/3. But here's what caught our attention: BMW is also building a long-wheelbase version exclusively in China. This Chinese-made 9/3 won't come to America or Europe. Instead, it's destined for Asian markets like India, Thailand, Indonesia, and Malaysia, where generous rear legroom is a major selling point. It's a smart strategy. Use Chinese manufacturing for Asian markets while keeping European production for European buyers. BMW's CEO Oliver Zipse says demand is significantly exceeding expectations, with order books full well into this year. The new E-Class platform is proving successful, and China remains a critical manufacturing hub for serving Asian customers. Different factories, different markets, same winning formula. China's clean energy investments are proving their worth at exactly the right moment. While other countries scramble to manage an oil crisis, Beijing can focus on other priorities. That's the power of long-term strategic planning. If you learned something today, hit that subscribe button. I'm tracking Chinese technology every single day so you don't have to. See you tomorrow.